Now, I got a very pleasant surprise when the Call of Duty World War II beta went live 24 hours early, and like everyone else, I was really looking forward to it, so I hopped on and played it, and at first I was kind of thinking, oh, this is new, this is fresh, I like this a lot. It's a World War II, it looks very nice, sounds very nice, and it feels like Call of Duty again, you know, the old pair of slippers that are still so comfortable, a little bit tight around the edges, but you love them nonetheless. But the more I started to play it, the more some issues began to crop up on me, and it kind of put a bit of a damper on the whole experience. Now, usually when I get my hands on a game for the first time, I'm happier than a dog with two dicks. I know I'm not meant to swear, but bollocks to it, you know, it's a special occasion. And I didn't ever feel that. I never got that feeling of excitement. I never got that that rush when you get a new game and it truly feels like something new, because you're running around and it was like, yes, this is Call of Duty, but it comes with Call of Duties with its same old problems. Now, I didn't have any problems with the hit detection at first, but I think as more people started downloading it and started to get online and start playing it, the hit detection went slowly downhill to the point where it practically dropped off the edge of a cliff. And I don't know if that's something they're going to fix. I know we could say, alright, yeah, it's just a beta, you know, it is what it is, betas, things like this happen. Call of Duty and Connection have never been two words that have gone well together, you know what I mean? So that doesn't fill me full of encouragement. And if you didn't like the 3D movement, good news, it's definitely not back here. But with that, bad news, campers. Campers everywhere. I'm sure people forget how to have fun in a computer game and just tear arsing around the map, just trying to run around, get kills, get some streaks in and enjoy yourself. No, people like to hide, people like to seek, and it just makes the game so miserable. Oh, so miserable. I ran into so many corner campers just lying on the ground doing nothing and waiting for you to troll on past it. Yeah, just made it ridiculously unbearable. And then we have the quickscopers. The quickscoping's back. Even I pulled off a couple of quickscopes when I was streaming this game, and there's even a cheeky one in this video for you as well. Quickscoping's back in full effect, and for me it's as bad as it was in Advanced Warfare, which is kind of, I wouldn't say it's as bad as Black Ops 2, but it's nearly there. It's nearly as bad as Black Ops 2. If you're a sniper, you're going to love it, because the auto-aim is ridiculous. It takes absolutely no aim and no skill to snipe in this game, so you snipers are going to absolutely love it. It is going to be like a phase tryout paradise, and that for me is a problem. The maps themselves, whilst they felt authentic, they also felt a little bit boring as well, because the thing is with Call of Duty, what makes it successful is this whole lane that you've got going on. So, you know, you have your left, your middle, and your right lanes, and everybody kind of sticks to that. Whereas this has somewhat got 3 lanes on most of it. You can make them out there briefly, but there's lots of intricacies. So there's lots of little walls that you can hop over to take a shortcut into the other lane, or there's lots of little cut-throughs, which generally leads to a lot of getting shot in the back. So, I mean, well, look, it's kind of like the whole Call of Duty Ghost situation. If you like the maps in Call of Duty Ghosts, then you're not going to mind it. No, of course, they're nowhere near as big, but they're still relatively large on the games, on the maps that I played. Anyway, the maps that are in the beta, for me, they were all medium to relatively large maps. I'm not saying that's necessarily an issue for me, because I like Call of Duty Ghosts. I think I've mentioned that more than once, and I don't really mind the map layout on that. It's just about learning them, but I think it's going to turn people off. And with that, you know, the guns kind of felt balanced. There were odd occasions where you just start roaming around a corner and you get absolutely melted by the guy who's got the same gun as you, even though you're at full health and stuff like that. But again, that's not necessarily down to guns, that's all down to latency. The only thing that I can really see being a problem in this is the snipers. They need to turn the auto-aim off them bad boys very quickly before these kids start thinking that they're good at sniping again and start flapping them around everywhere just because the auto-aim's turned up so goddamn high. Trust me, that's gonna get very boring very quickly, and that's gonna be the hedgehog in the prostrate as far as this game goes. So, my first impressions of Call of Duty World War II. Unfortunately, I kind of fell for the hype as well, because, you know, I haven't really played Call of Duty properly for a few years now, and thinking, oh yeah, you know, it's going to be like it used to feel and stuff like that. No, it's kind of like got that old school look to it, but it's still got that new that new community feel, that very toxic and cancerous community. I do like them Molotovs, though. Them Molotovs are badass. I've started calling them bear bombs, and that's mine, so no, you can't have it. And yeah, so I kind of think that the community is going to kill this game before the game actually kills itself, which is generally the scenario with a lot of games. They're going to find the things that get abused very, very quickly. And going away from gameplay, because, you know, I've kind of bagged on the gameplay, I want to put it out there that I did enjoy the game. I didn't think it was amazing. I didn't think it was anything, you know, too incredible. It was all right. It was fine. It was playable. So we've got no major issues there. Do I think it's uber fun and I'm definitely going to get to 10th Prestige? Probably not, no, because, you know, I didn't love it. I didn't think this game was absolutely incredible, the best thing since Tummy Rubs, Haribo, and Handjobs. No, none of that. And also, the loading took forever. When you were getting into a game, it seemed to drag on for ages. When you were getting out of a game, it seemed to take longer than the game itself. You just sat there looking at the soldiers at the end. By the way, there is like hellos and salutes and stuff like that, so I'm guaranteed some granddaddy's going to be doing the dab in there somewhere. We're going to have the granddabbers. And that kind of put a bit of a turn off on the whole experience, because you know what it's like. If you have a bad game, you get your ass kicked and you want to jump into the next one as quickly as possible to like rectify it, you couldn't do it because it was just kind of like you just sat there waiting, and that major COD boner that you had quickly turned flaccid. So for things like that, the Call of Duty World War II beta, I think that there is going to be issues that aren't addressed, and that concerns me. But the camping's going to be a problem until Ghost gets... I don't know if Ghost has been properly implemented yet, but I know that only works whilst you're moving. Auto aim needs to be completely turned off on the snipers, and the loading times and the latency need to be greatly improved.